This fight right here is main event material anywhere you go. Hank the Vice or the Hammer Weiss, representing the state of Utah, going up against ice cold Kyacey Uscola.
Man, we saw Kyacey Uscola coming here last finals against Benjamin Freimano. Walks away a victor. He goes through Antigua. He beats everybody. The only guy he didn't get a chance to fight was Hank Weiss, and that's why this fight is so exciting for me, Mike.
Unfinished business means Hank got injured before he could fight Uscola down in the Caribbean, so we brought it back up here to Utah to get this thing done. Folks, if you got to go to the restroom, go right now. Get back ready for this fight, because this is going to be a great one. Heavyweight, no holds barred, check it out.
Hank, what does it mean to be representing Team Utah in tomorrow's competition?
Oh, man, the Delta Center. That's what I'm looking forward to. It doesn't get any better than the Delta Center. So this will be my first time there. A lot of these guys were there last round. I wasn't here. This is my first time. So this is big. I'm excited, and it's an honor.
What gives Hank Weiss the edge? Why is the Hammer going to walk away the victor in tomorrow's competition?
First of all, it's V-Ice. It's not the Hammer. But I got the edge because I can lock them and I can rock them. There's nothing I can't do.
Kyacey, what's going to ensure that on your end? What are you going to do different that's going to make you walk away the victor in tomorrow's competition?
I know Hank can't stand with my hands, and I know he can't take me down, so it's going to be a stand-up knockout war. And I do have the superior hands, so.
Says he does have the superior hands.
He's college, baby.
He's Rick's college. He's representing Idaho right now.
Johnny Ritchie, both these guys have their game plans. Who can stick to it?
Who can stick to it? That's the question. You know, we've seen Hank Weiss. Probably, undoubtedly, he's got the best takedown in the business. No one can stop it, but Kyacey says, I can. I'm going to do that. I'm going to stand on my feet, Hank. I've got the superior hands. I think I'm going to knock you out. Bottom line, enough said.
Kyacey Uscola, 6'1", 195 pounds, goes by the nickname of Ice Cold, and really there's no more fitting nickname than that because he is just as cool as it gets inside the cage.
Inside the cage, Mike, he will stick to his game plan. We know that's what he's going to do. He's trains under Tom Supnett. He's a tough kid. We've seen him beat the competition not only on the ground but on their feet. He's powerful too, Mike. He's just a powerful, physical, just a tough kid over there.
All right, well, the V-Ice, Hank Weiss, coming into the cage as well, 5'11" and 205. But it's not a very flattering 205,
no.
We'll admit. He's carrying a little luggage around the midsection there, and he says he's a cook in the Army. What kind of shape do you want me to be?
Yeah, no kid. Well, he'll be the first to tell you, Mike, that, hey, I'm not in the best of shape right now, but Hank says at my lowest, at my worst shape, I'm in better shape than most of the guys that think they're in the best shape. He's just got that mentality. It just doesn't matter. The kid, he says, hey, you know, I'm going to come in here, it's a job, I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to go home with a win.
Well, some of us carry around a spare tire around the midsection. It drags us down. He uses it as reserve tanks, I believe.
Yeah, you know, he does.
You can see right here, here's the chess game we've talked about so much in this show, where Ice Cold does not want to go to the ground with Hank Weiss. No. He wants to stand and trade with him, and you saw right there where he could have come out on top, but he just said, nope, stand back up.
Well, yeah, well, it's smart, you know, it's smart, and that's what Kyacey's doing. You know, he's playing the smart game right now, Mike. He's not going to let Hank, he's not going to fall into Hank's trap. He's not going to get in close. He's not going to fall him to the ground. If Hank goes on his back, Kyacey's just going to back up and say, hey, get up, man. Let's do this right.
You can see how Hank is kind of just throwing those kicks out there as a means of engaging. He's not really looking to knock him out with those kicks. He's putting them up there to try to get Kyacey to come in and go to the ground with him.
And Kyacey's not looking at him walking away, ice cold. You look how cool and composed and calm he is. Hey, Hank, I know what you're trying to do, man, and I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it.
He almost rolls his eyes, you know, in disgust. Like, come on, kid, I ain't going for that thing, man. You're not going to bait me into that. And Lonnie Foster's getting more work here than typically he has to, man.
Well, you know, and that's the thing, Mike, is Hank has probably leads the pack in Ultimate Combat with submissions. It seems like the kid can submit you from anywhere. If you give him the opportunity, he's going to grab you, put you in a position, and really hurt you. You know, but what was that, Hank?
You know
what was that?
As they say, the Vice can lock you and the Vice can rock you, or however the heck that thing goes. He's got pretty good stand-up, as we've seen in the past. He's actually done some kickboxing matches. It looked like Lonnie Foster just flat disgusted.
Well,
right
Lonnie
now.
doesn't know what to think. He's just thinking,
boys,
what's going on? get it going, Hank. But Hank's playing the smart game, Mike. I'm telling you, I keep saying that the kid is, he's just being, he doesn't want to stand with Kyacey, rightfully so, because Kyacey will knock him out if he does. Kyacey will knock him out.
I don't know. Hank's done a pretty good job. He's got decent defense, where he doesn't really take a shot flush. He took a nice knee there, and wow, he was able to make Kyacey momentarily down onto the ground, and Hank's really kind of probably starting to get a little bit frustrated. Hey, how am I going to get this kid on the ground? Because he almost had him engaged there on the ground, wasn't able to hold him there.
Well, it's that lay and pray technique. Hank's going to lay out. He's going to wait for you. He's like a spider. You get too close, he might grab you and do something. But I don't think Kyacey's going to get that opportunity at all, Mike. I just think he's too powerful. You saw right there, he almost went down with him, and he was able just to back right up as easy as he went down with him. So, wow, I think Hank, man, I think Kyacey's controlling this fight as of right now, Mike.
Make no mistake, though, Hank's landed a couple of shots himself. He's landed some decent leg kicks, and he's not the prettiest stand-up fighter, but he's effective, and he's holding his own. Don't get me wrong, Kyacey is winning this round
Mike,
easily, but
I don't know
Hank's landed some shots.
I don't know if those cartwheel kicks count for much, Mike. I don't know if he's going to score a lot of points in the judges' eyes by doing his old cartwheel kick, but maybe so. Maybe you're right. Maybe he has landed a couple shots, but I think Kyacey's pretty much controlled this fight, and you see Lonnie is just, get up, Hank. What are you doing?
This is one thing we want to point out as well that kind of really makes a difference here in the state of Utah, where a standing fighter cannot strike a down opponent, so Lonnie has to step in and separate them. Right here, Kyacey Uscola does get down on the ground and has the back of Hank Weiss momentarily.
Well, Mike, there's something that's going on right now that I've never seen happen before, especially in a fight like this where you got states that are kind of booing. I heard some people booing, and it sounds like they're booing Hank.
They're booing.
He's not,
they're booing the local fighter, and that has never happened in the show.
Never happened in the show.
Senior Crush Combat Chem Y, though, he's throwing those kicks there, and really, maybe Hank's trying to throw these kicks. I'm trying to get into his mind a little bit. Nice, beautiful falling kick.
Well, Hank Weiss, Mike, but that's the thing. The kid's dangerous anytime. We're laughing at people who are booing him, but man, you never know. This kid might be able to do something. He might get you in an armbar. He might get you in a lock. We've seen him do it 100 times before. And what would stop it this time? But I think Kyacey's just too powerful, Mike.
It makes you wonder if he's trying to throw those kicks just to, once again, to bait Uscola into engaging with him on the ground, because those kicks are just almost comical.
Yeah, they're almost comical. Well, oh man, and a big shot right there. Wow.
Was that a shot?
I think it was. It looked like he got him.
His knees buckled there, and boy, Hank felt that one. His bell's ringing a little bit, and makes you wonder now, does Uscola want to attack? Does he want to pounce and go after the injured Weiss?
Well, Mike, I don't know, but I tell you, I haven't seen kicks like this since the Karate Kid, because man, he's landed some sweet ones. I'm telling you, those things are sharp.
If he busts out the crane technique, then Uscola's in trouble.
He's in trouble right there, but he almost pulled the old patented Hank Weiss donkey kick where he was on all fours and wanted to swing back and land one. But man, I think it's frustrating Kyacey right now, Mike. You see it in his face. He doesn't know what to do. What am I going to do?
It's kind of making him mad. This guy's making a mockery or making a fool of me, and you can see Uscola, he wants to jump on this kid, and maybe this might be the right time to do so, because Hank looks like he's hurt. He looks like his legs are not underneath him. This might be the time to go. Oh, big uppercut, Johnny.
Wow.
Big uppercut.
And normally you follow a shot like that to the ground, but maybe this just tells you how smart Kyacey is and how he knows. He gives Hank a lot of respect. He's heard of Hank Weiss, and he's not going to go into the ground with him.
Maybe it's not such a smart idea. You land a big uppercut like that, your opponent's bell is rung. Why don't you jump on and just start jackhammering with elbows or punches, because you've got him hurt.
Well, I agree. I think maybe he should have right there, Mike, and maybe he'll learn his lesson and do that the next time, because he's landing those big shots.
He's landed,
and he's got to follow him. He's got to follow him.
Another big hook just a moment ago there. Kyacey Uscola really is starting to do some damage to Hank Weiss here. He's really landed the big shots in the last few minutes, and Hank's in trouble.
Hank's in trouble, man. Kyacey's a powerful, strong kid, lean, willing to get in there and mix it up and hit hard, and looking for a full mount position. And he down there.
He left the leg behind there, Johnny Ritchie.
He's got the heel hook.
Got a heel hook on.
He's going to twist that leg right there.
That's it, Johnny. Wow. And Hank just almost shrugs like, hey, that's what I meant to do this whole time.
The whole time. What are you talking about?
He's got his belly hanging out.
I
Looks
told
like
you
a
so.
pregnant woman in a trailer park.
He's too tired to climb the cage.
He's trying to celebrate, but has no energy to do it.
What a wild turn of events. The lay and pray worked. He got him. Kyacey is so upset right now. He's so upset.
He's hurt, but he's more mad than hurt.
Oh,
He's injured emotionally.
Well, because he knows.
His opponents can't even lift him up to celebrate because he's just dead weight. There's nothing there. Hank Weiss is, wow, Johnny, wow.
Wow.
Rarely do you find me speechless, but you just did.
the V-Ice, he will lock you and he will rock you, and Kyacey is so upset about it. The crowd was booing, and now the crowd they're almost laughing. They're like, what the heck was that? What just happened?
I hear chatter. Well, look at that. Those are the punches we talked about. He landed some big shots. Hank, on the other hand, didn't land big shots. He threw them, but didn't land them.
Oh, yeah, he threw them. Kyacey right there just pushes him to the ground in utter disgust.
You know, look at this. You saw the ankle lock coming, and Kyacey left it behind there, just couldn't get it out. And once he got him, pinned him against the cage, there was nowhere for him to turn, and that thing was on, Johnny.
Oh, it was on. You know, Hank Weiss gets the win.
He's happy about
he's
it,
excited.
Johnny. I haven't seen Hank Weiss this excited ever, and I'm excited for him, man. What a great representation of the state of Utah, the never say die, never quit attitude. This post-fight interview brought to you by Got Your Back Realty.
Give Gary McDonald a call at 809-GARY or check him out online at www.IGotYourBackRealty.com.
Ice cold. Clearly, you're not happy right now, but your strategy was obviously to stand up with this kid, and that's why. You were bombing on him. You were laying the leather on him. He didn't go out. What happened?
Just as you said.
And you did all the right things. Literally, you did all the right things. And I think 99 out of 100 people would be sleeping right now because some of those big punches you landed on him. Did you think you had him out? Did you think you had him hurt? And why didn't he go out?
I didn't hit him flush. 2 of the times that I hit him, knocked him on his ass, and they were just scratches on the chin. If I'd have hit him flush once, he'd have been sleeping still.
That's the one thing that I've seen with Hank, though. He never gets hit flush. I mean, but you're as accurate a puncher as there are. You knocked out what we thought was the best stand-up fighter in town last time you were here. Hey, tell me this. Are you going to come back? Are you going to fight down here again, man?
I'm going to fight Hank again.
I like that. I like that. Hey, I like that, and I'm telling you right now, it deserves another shot. Those of you who were booing that fight don't know what was going on. Great job tonight. Thanks for coming down, man.
This post-fight interview brought to you by Global Marketing Alliance.
They need motivated sales associates looking to make a 6-figure income.
Call 486-4221.
Hank! You stuck to your strategy, man. I wasn't sure what I was going to happen. You got a lot of people booing in the first rounds, but you stuck to your game plan, and it worked. It's like a spider. You were patient. You waited. You caught him. You won. How you feel?
I feel great. You know, I know my strategy wasn't pretty, but that was my strategy, and I stuck to it, like you said. I will never doubt myself again, ever.
Well, you went up against a tough guy in Ice Cold, and every time, you know, you did the right things. People might boo and they might be upset because they don't know, but you were just waiting for him to make a mistake. He made the mistake. You caught him. You ankle locked him, and you won. Hank, you represented Utah well, man. I knew if there was going to be anybody that could do it, it would be you. Congratulations. Nice job, Hank.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And hats off to Kyacey. That fight, 9 times out of 10, he would have won. He's a more prepared fighter. It was my night. I was lucky. But again, I stuck to my game. I planned for a heel hook. I did. That's what I got.
And you did, Hank. Congratulations. You got the cup. You represented Utah. Utah guys, we're 2-0 right now. We're 2-0. Congratulations. Nice job.
That's because we can rock them and we can lock them.
Well, we told you there would be a twist. I didn't say it was an ankle twist, but a twist in the ending there.
Man, I couldn't believe, you know, people around were actually booing at Hank and saying, come on, fight. And people that knew were just like, wait, just wait till you get caught by Hank and the fight can end that way.
I'm telling you, that's the way things can happen in this thing. They change on a dime. But next week, Johnny Rich, we've got another installment of the finals of round 16. Who's in the main event there, Johnny?
Main event next week is going to be Brandon, the Murderer Melendez, is making his return against one of Las Vegas' toughest fighters to ever come out of there, is Blas the Disciple Avina, a kid that's just mopped through the Utah competition until this point.
Wow, without question, one of the best matchups, one of the most highly anticipated matchups we've ever seen. The Ultimate Combat Experience, Johnny Ritchie, Mike Sidham, we'll see you next week.